What's good with you guys, man? I'm back with another YouTube video today. And we got another paternity court reaction. And if you guys didn't watch the video yesterday, you should, man. It was a really good video. It was funny, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying, we're on to a new one today, man. And if you guys don't know, it's the anniversary of, you know, Kobe Bryant's passing of last year. And I just want to take a chance to just say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, man. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. It's just so unfortunate. But, you know, but on a brighter note, you know what I'm saying, we're back with another video. And I'm not going to keep you guys waiting too long. Let's jump into this video.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Cohen versus Cohen.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Mrs. Cohen, you have opened your case to prove to your husband that he is the father of your 1-year-old son, Kyrie. You say your...
I just saw a picture of that baby next to him. It's his kid. We're 22 seconds in. It's his kid.
Marriage is on the verge of divorce because Mr. Cohen chooses to deny your young son. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Cohen, you say your wife brought another man into your home and had sex with him under your roof.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim your trust has been shattered and you're enduring the ultimate betrayal of not knowing whether or not Kyrie is your son. Today's DNA results will determine the fate of your marriage. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mrs. Cohen, what is the current status of your marriage?
Right now, I'm trying to save my marriage because we are on the verge of divorce. I want to prove to him that he is the father of our 1-year-old son. He's my high school sweetheart. We met in the 10th grade. We started dating. We've been together for 7 years, married for 3, and I just really want to prove to him and his family members that he is the father of our 1-year-old son.
What are you feeling right now?
I'm just hurt a lot because he makes it seem like I'm just the only one that's out here cheating when he's the one cheating too. Like,
Why do every episode of Paternity Court go the exact same way? Bro, why do these couples always do this back and forth cheating shit? Like, that is the dumbest shit ever to me, bro. I know y'all probably get tired of me saying the same thing over and over, but bro, like, who just wants to go back and forth cheating? Like, what? As soon as like, even if I did cheat on a woman, which I would never do, I feel like if you want to, you know, do that, then just break up with her. But like, even if I did cheat on a woman, I wouldn't even expect her to take me back. And vice versa. She shouldn't expect me to take her back. Like, what?
he made me feel like less of a woman when I had our 1-year-old son. I didn't feel pretty, and it just went from there.
All right. Mr. Cohen, you hear your wife is saying that you all have both pretty much destroyed the relationship together, but now this paternity question is taking it over the top. I see tears in your eyes.
Yes, sure.
It matters to you.
Yes.
What are you feeling?
I'm just really hurt right now that we had to come this far to get these answers. And I have had lots of doubt about Kyrie, and it will really hurt if that does come back and he's not my child today. It will really hurt. And I love my wife, and I want us to be together forever, but I can't get past this if he's not my child today.
Is there a level of guilt you feel?
Yes, I do take blame of starting our bad marriage off. I wasn't ready to be a father or a husband to our oldest child, but I took the role and I tried as best as I can. I didn't look at my wife the same way after she had him, and I was young and I wanted to do everything my friends was doing. It wasn't the best choice, which led us here today.
I appreciate the honesty. I do. And I appreciate you taking responsibility, because it takes 2 to get into a marriage and it takes 2 to get out. Mr. Cohen, how did you find out your wife was cheating?
In April, me and Jasmine, we broke up. We said we was gonna be done with each other for good. We were still living under the same roof in the same house, going into May, we began to have sex again, all that good stuff. I went through Jasmine's phone one day after we got back together, and her phone was locked. She had a passcode on it. So I had to get in that phone. I said, okay, what can I do? I used all Jasmine's 10 fingers on her finger to unlock her iPhone.
How?
She had a lock on her phone with her finger. With her
Right, so how did you use her fingers?
She was asleep at the time, and I put her finger on the phone, and she continued to stay asleep.
Wow, all right.
I ain't never had nobody like try to mess with me while I was asleep for real. But I'm not a light sleeper, but I don't think anybody could touch my hand and I would still be asleep. Like what? What, man, she had to be gone.
Yes, so as I was going through the phone, I decided to check messages. I was checking phone logs, photos, everything. So I was like, oh, my wife's not cheating no more. We're about to be happy. I was about to lock the phone. Right when I was about to lock the phone, I opened up the notes in her phone, and I seen my name at the top. I was like, let me click on this note. Why is my name there? I clicked on the note, and there was 2 other names under my name. I instantly realized that was the people Jasmine had been intimate with, because my name was first, which I took Jasmine's virginity, and there was another name under it of a guy who I knew she slept with while we was on a break. This was when we was younger. But then there was a third name. I knew nothing of that name. So I went straight to Instagram.
Who the hell keeps a log of every person they've slept with in their notes? The hell? What the fuck? I mean, I guess maybe, but she only got 3. Like, whatever. Like, okay.
Typed in the name, and
You were busy. And you were doing this all in the middle of the night?
it wasn't even actually night. It was daytime.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Inspector Gadget. So then you go to Instagram, and what happens?
I went to Instagram, I typed in the guy's name, and his name popped up first. I clicked on that picture, and it was the guy. I went in his DMs.
How do you know it was the guy?
I went into his DMs, and I was like, "You're having a baby, sir." And he replied back to me, acting like he knew exactly who I was. He was like, "No, I only slept with her one time, and that's not my child. She told me nothing about her being pregnant or anything," and then he blocked me, so there was no
To
father.
be fair, I was already pregnant when I slept with him.
If you want more episodes of
That's even fucking worse. That ain't to be fair, that's worse. What the fuck? Bro, come on, man. You can't be doing the nasty with a baby in your stomach, bro. I don't mean, because you can't do it, obviously. But I mean, like, not with someone else.
Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Shout out to the inventors who took an old way and made it better. Like Stephanie from CarMax. She suggested test drives should last
24 hours.
because sometimes the way it is isn't good enough. The way it should be. CarMax.
Mrs.
I hope you guys actually don't watch these ads when y'all watch my videos. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like if you, like when you get to this screen right here, if you double tap left, you can go 10 seconds, and if you double tap right, you can go 10 seconds forward. So I hope y'all don't watch those ads.
Did you end up cheating with him?
We were on a break. He went to go stay with one of his family members, and I had to do community service, and I met him at community service. And he was just telling me that I'm beautiful and all this other stuff.
That right there, I don't know. Was he doing that voluntarily? Or was he ordered to community service? There's a difference.
He was ordered, but I met him at community service, and when we took our lunch break, he came back to the house and we had sex. But I was already pregnant, and he knew that I was already pregnant. We just broke up.
So just first day, you meet a guy that was ordered to do community service, so he did something wrong. He tells you look good, and y'all have sex. I don't know if she said first night, but is it really that easy, bro? Like, I need to learn. Like, I gotta learn, bro. I do, bro. I might have just, I don't know. I don't know, because The way these stories be going, it just be seeming too easy, bro. Way too easy.
We were not having sex, Your Honor, during our breakup, which was in April during her conception.
And I had sex with him in May, so that's impossible for him to be my child's father, okay? That don't even make sense.
So wait a minute, you took this guy that you met at community service back to your marital home that you shared with your husband?
My
and had
husband was
sex with
cheating
him?
too, so to be fair, I was getting him back. That's all.
That's not, to be fair, that's stupid. I don't care if he cheated 1,000 times. Leave him. The fuck?
He was cheating, and my husband has made me feel so low. Like, he's chosen females over me plenty of times. So it was my time.
So leave him. Like, I don't understand the thought process, bro. I don't care how much you love somebody. If they showing you that they don't care about you, leave them. The fuck?
Get back at him, so I was just doing what I wanted to do.
Was the sex unprotected
With who?
with the community service?
With who? Bitch, you done only had sex with 3 people. What do you mean? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Mr. Cohen, soon after this incident, you find out your wife is pregnant.
Yes.
Take me to that day.
I wasn't happy at all, to be honest, because I wasn't ready to have another child and we was already in a bad place. So during that time, that was when we were still broken up. I was in and out of the home doing what I wanted to do with other people. A month or 2 later, we decided to get back together in the home. But also when she first became pregnant in April, we were not having sex. I don't remember us having sex at all.
Boy, we was having sex every day.
I do not remember us having sex at all.
We was having sex every day, like literally, like 2 times a day. Even when he got off work, even when he would get off work, like 6 o'clock in the morning, we was having sex.
That's not true because I was barely there.
No, he was probably too busy having sex with other females that he couldn't remember that he was having sex with me. That's probably what was going on.
What was your favorite part of high school?
Making out with your mom.
What?
PPG is a paint company that also makes an
But if your husband's testimony is correct and you weren't having sex in April because you all said you were on this break and Kyrie was born on January 5th, when you count back, January, 9 months, that goes back to the period of time when he says you weren't having sex.
But we were.
I do not remember us having sex, Your Honor.
You are funny.
I promise you I don't remember it.
So in addition to the timeline, Mr. Cohen, you claim you have medical proof.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a reason to doubt the paternity of Kyrie.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that?
I have type 2 diabetes, and I didn't have no insurance at the time, so it was uncontrolled, meaning my sugars were always high. So every time I would ejaculate, my semen would become weird, and it can't travel right.
So how I get pregnant, Corey?
Well, I was about to say, you all do have enough.
Obviously, the other guy, but you know what I'm saying, I don't know yet, but duh.
The child together, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't have diabetes at the time.
So because of this is very interesting. I do want to call on a medical expert. Jerome, will you please escort Dr. Eddie Richardson Jr. into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello, Dr. Richardson.
Hello, Your Honor. How you doing?
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. I have a couple questions for you. We are speaking to the Cohen family about a paternity issue surrounding their 15-month-old son, Kyrie. Mr. Cohen has stated that he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which he believes prevented him from impregnating his wife. So can type 2 diabetes affect the sperm and its function, is my first question.
Two things come to mind immediately that affects the fertility of men. Is one, erectile dysfunction, where a man cannot have meaningful sex or sexual encounter. and 2, the decrease in testosterone, which will definitely decrease the sperm count. Also, another part of that is there's decreased seminal fluid as well, which is kind of what Mr. Cohen is referring to, caused by type 2 diabetes.
So when he says that he would experience, I guess, a thickening of the semen fluid, you say that is a reduction in the fluid. And does that affect the sperm's ability to fertilize an egg or travel?
Now, you got to be a little bit careful because it only decreases by about 40%. So you still have a lot of sperm cells floating.
I mean, yeah, nigga, 40% is a lot. I'm not no doctor, but shit, out of 100, shit, that's 60-40, my guy. And 40% of your count being gone, my God, yeah, that could definitely play a part, but
around, but it still should travel.
So in a case like Mr. Cohen's, where he admittedly was not on any medication and he said his sugar was always high, can diabetes affect his ability to have a child?
Absolutely, that part is correct because there's a couple things that go in. Not only do you have the decreased sperm cell count, you also got to look at how long he had it, and I think it's been a couple years. You got to look at whether his blood sugar was controlled or not. That's going to affect how it works, and then how healthy he was leading up to it. But still, men that have decreased sperm cell count as well as diabetes are able to father a child.
All right, so the truth is, even though it's less likely than a healthy male, it is still possible.
Absolutely, because you know it only takes one sperm cell to fertilize eggs.
All right.
You hear that?
So after hearing
right, it only take one, and it's like millions of them in there, so yeah.
this testimony, Mr. Cohen, do you feel differently about your paternity doubts?
She still slept with another man, so there's still doubt inside of me.
So, Ms. Cohen, have you remained in touch with this other man?
No. Why would I do that? That was nothing. I just want to prove to him and his family, because his family treats my baby completely different than our first child.
Here's another thing I'm getting tired of saying, man. Why do they always act like this is just blasphemous and that this is so wrong and it shouldn't be happening? You know why they treat this baby different. You know why. Because they don't know if it's his or not. Like, I hate when they act so surprised. Like, you know why.
When I had him, they didn't post him on their Facebook. They didn't buy him nothing for his birthday. Like, they treat him different than my other son that we have together. I know that in their heart, they don't believe that this is their blood. So I just want to prove to them, really them. It's not more so him, because I already know who my baby daddy is. And I was in foster care up until I turned 18, and I signed myself out. So I really don't want my children to have that type of life, because we've been through so much. And I really applaud my husband for stepping up and being there for his kids and being a great husband, because he really is a great husband and a father.
And when you hear your wife speak, Mr. Cohen, why does that make you emotional? I see the tears in your eyes.
For her to say this today in court, it really made me happy to hear that, because I have heard deadbeat and all these other words previous times of argument, so it feels good.
You all are young people, and having a baby and becoming parents is one thing. Trying to navigate marriage is a different thing. So both of you have very serious issues that you need to talk about, or we'll end up here again. Mm-hmm. All right, I think we have had enough testimony. Jerome, I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows.
Just landed my dream job. I'm a full-time hand model.
Then all this is deductible. You want to hand those taxes off?
That would be nice.
File with the help of an expert, or let an expert file for you. Intuit TurboTax Live.
In the case of Cohen versus Cohen, when it comes to 15-month-old Kyrie Cohen, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Cohen, you are the father.
I told y'all he looked just like that fucking baby. Told y'all. I said that in the very beginning of the video because I remember I said something like 22 seconds. So I knew it.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. Everybody can follow me. Be quiet.
You can stand with your wife. You can stand with your husband. I'll tell you, I mean, some of the best life lessons come from the hugest mistakes. That's just the way it goes. This should be an important lesson to you both. And it shouldn't take coming to paternity court to figure out how much you both mean to one another. So I don't want you to feel like just because you made huge mistakes in your marriage that it's over.
Right.
Or the chance to make it right is over. Because it's never too late for a brand new start. That you guys can do the work to put this thing back together if you want. And I hope this paternity answer will break that wall down. We have counseling and resources for you both. I wish you all the very best. You're such a beautiful couple.
Thank you.
And I want you all to make it through this, all right? Take care of those beautiful children. Court is adjourned.
All right, man, that's the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, I want to say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and all the other passengers on the helicopter. And I will see you guys soon, man.